When should we use server actions versus API routes in Next.js? In app router, API routes called route handlers. Let's start with data fetching. By default, we don't need server actions nor route handlers for data fetching. Instead, we can fetch data directly in server components. This is the default way of fetching data in app router. Okay, but what if we need to fetch data in client component? Then we can create an endpoint by moving fetching logic into a route handler and fetch data from this endpoint on the client using SWR or Tanstack query. Okay, but why not use server actions for this? Server actions are designed for mutations. They create post endpoints and run sequentially. This is not ideal for data fetching. In comparison, route handlers don't have these limitations. In the future, we might get other server functions from React designed specifically for data fetching. But as of now, if we need to fetch data on the client, it's better to use route handlers. Now, for mutations, we do want to use server actions. Server actions are integrated with Next.js revalidation and navigation systems. So we can do things like revalidate path or revalidate tag to mutate and refetch data in one server round trip. If we try to use revalidate path in the route handler, it won't work. Okay, let's say we built our app using server actions for mutations. And it works great for our website. But now we want to create a mobile app and reuse the same backend there. The mobile app can't access server actions. So do we need to duplicate all mutation logic as API routes? That's why it's helpful to think about server actions and route handlers as different ports for logic, but the logic itself should live in a different place. This separate place is called data access layer. If we can structure our app with this separate data access layer, we can reuse the same logic for different ports. So this is how you choose whether to use server actions or route handlers.